check this out. So after 3 years in prison, you know, imagine you did 3 years in prison and this man was killed within 1 hour of being released. Alright, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Yo, that story here, right? The story went on a few weeks ago. Now here is how the whole story went down. So taking this one from the Observer, of course, there are a whole other bunch of news entities that carry it, but I like how the Observer worded everything, so I'm gonna go by them. See, I like a birdie sent us some voice note and Pintry. The person said, please don't use my voice note, SouFlo, because unless you can change up my voice, because everybody around here so know who me is, and them trust me, me well known to the point where they're going to even know my voice. What we were told is this brother was involved in things, right? I never know Angel, which he played with the guns, right? An altercation happened a few years back and him get shot up. And he retaliated and murdered somebody. Took that trial to court. Took that case to court. Beat it. He was acquitted, right? So basically, him get him revenge. He ended up in prison on other charges stemming from something else, while they were out here waiting for him to collect their revenge. Them have a link on the inside. Soon as he got released, that link set him dead. 1 hour after release, after doing 3 years in. So the story goes like this. So it says, after spending 3 years behind bars, Deshane Dixon's first taste of freedom was short-lived, as he was shot dead on Slipe Road in Kingston 1 hour after his release. The 23-year-old, who had been 23, you know, 23, and you just did 3 years in. Wow. The 23-year-old who had been locked up at the Horizon Adult Remand Center on a shooting charge. Wanna see it? Play with them things. He had been locked up at the remand center on a shooting charge, had just taken up his bail at the Supreme Court at 2:30 p.m. However, while on his way home with his mother and another individual, he was shot 4 times in the head. The shooting incident took place at approximately 3:30 p.m. Now, I would beg to say, who is the mother? Who is the other individual who was in the car? Were any of them hit? Or was it just him that was hit? We live in a cold, cold world. I've told my kids before, I said some parents will give up their children. Because you see when bad man knock your door and put that thing in your face, and them say, we want your son. It's either your son, deliver him to we, or you picnic them, your mother, everybody around there, so. Some parents would say, God, I can't do it. Me I go deliver him. It's better him than the whole away. Alright, so Dixon's mother, who was driving the motor vehicle in which he was traveling, said that they had just left the Supreme Court on King Street in downtown Kingston when her youngest child was killed. This is her wash belly, our baby. It come like me have fever right now, she told the Jamaica Observer as she sat on the side of the road just below the court's superstore yesterday afternoon, which is when it happened. I can't believe that them killed my son just like that. The mother of 7 continued. So you see what I said? You saw what I just said? You and the whole of the rest of your picnic them are that boy there. Could you see it? She said, I can't believe that them killed my son just like that. The mother of 7 continued. Listen to that story here. Him just get bail and him call me and say, if I come pick him up. So I pick him up and my drive come straight up. As me reach Dessa, a taxi man stopped right in front of me. And I was saying, why you don't just drive up the car? In my mind, you know? And then me hear boom. And me hear bow, bow. And him get 4 shots in him head. Dead man. 4 head shot. Now survived that. She recounted. She even said that Dixon had been sitting behind her in the motor vehicle. When it happened, me depend Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And the gunman run back to the car. I don't see the license plate or nothing. Me run out of the car and then we go back into the car, the mother said, adding that she was shown a police vehicle which she drove towards and sought some assistance. The mother, who believes that they were followed from the Supreme Court, said that her son was taken to the hospital where he was pronounced dead, admitting that Dixon had been shot 8 times 5 years prior. So you see, somebody was really after him. People not just give 8 shots to play with you. And he was also acquitted of murder. Part of the hearsay. Reprisal, retaliation. The mother said that she had made preparations for him to leave Spanish Town, St. Catherine, where he had been living before he was incarcerated. I told him that I was going to get him into school at Halfway Tree, so he can change up his life. So I was going to take him home, the mother said. So she was going to take him home. I don't know what that means right there, sir, about take him home. But here's some of these comments. What a cold-blooded, brazen act of murder. Jamaica must declare war on criminal gunmen, guns and ammo smugglers. Too many guns in the island of in the hands of vicious young men. Lord have mercy on Jamaica. Next person said, adding that Dixon had been shot 8 times 5 years prior and was also acquitted of murder. Oops, too much information. 23 years old? Another person said, that means he was 17 or 18 years old when he was shot. Living on borrowed time at the age of 23. Just another day in the land of Nod. Another person said, when I was in high school, I was very wise. Vice principal would always say the average age of death of the Don is 24 years old. He was really right on point. This sounds close to payback to me. The young man clearly was into a not so positive way of life. And sadly, it all came back around to him. Rest in peace. Brother Man says, in past record, I admit, looks bad, but there's always room for redemption. Question, how did the thugs know that he was able to make that bail? Even to the point when he was released and his mother went to pick him up. Someone inside the system set him up for this death, and I have a funny feeling that I know exactly who did it. Well, I have a voice note that says exactly who did it. Sylvia Griffin said, me know who to. CC said, tell us now. Sylvia Griffin said, anytime me see you, bush have ears and stone have mouth. Laugh out loud. My battery is running out. I'm gonna leave this with this last comment. No one in the system needs to say anything. Stop trying to tarnish people unnecessary. Bail is given in open court. Anyone in that room at that time knew that he got bail. Secondly, his mother or any of his relatives could have mentioned that his bail hearing was that day. He himself could have told cellmates, and his bail hearing was that day. Furthermore, these hearings are not secret, so no particular corrupt person, as you are suggesting, needed to be tipped off by anyone. Bear in mind too that when one is accused of harming someone else, that aggravated person and his or her friends and relatives usually attend every court hearing and follow the case closely. You understand? So he could have very well have gotten bail. This person is saying he could have very well have gotten bail in open court, which bail is given in open court. And you know, so one time somebody said, somebody killed my brother, and they're going to court. I am attending that trial and following it closely. So I am present in court for every court appearance of this individual, because I just want to know what the outcome is going to be. So the day when they said him get bail, I said, alright then. I'm going to make sure so I tell two of my mad cousin them, and them nyam him food. End of story. Case closed. Leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this one here. We really get out of hand, boy. I'm out. Peace.